Hey everyone, welcome back to your practice. This is going to be kind of a shorter sequence, but we're going to be moving toward a peak pose. So I'm calling it flow to crow. And you may already know how to do crow pose, or you might not be quite there yet, and you just want to work on some conditioning exercises that might get you closer to that. So this is going to be perfect for that. So what we're going to do is start with a warm up for the hips, the legs. We'll incorporate some core as well as shoulder and wrist strength work. And also, we're going to be working on contracting the hamstrings to pull the heels closer to the sitting bones, which helps to get you into that compact shape to actually tip forward into the arm balance. So those are a few of the things you might want to keep in mind as we go through this. If you have two blocks and you want to incorporate them when we try crow pose, go ahead and set those up at the front of your mat. So we're going to begin lying down. You don't need any props for this. Just take a moment to come down onto your back. And then as soon as you're on your back, pull your knees into your chest and start to make some knee circles here. Just hip circles, knee circles, a few times each direction. And feel a slight external rotation at the hip joint here. And once you've gone one way, take a moment to reverse the rotation at the hip. Press your back ribs down, tuck your chin a little bit. And then draw the knees together. Pull your chin into your chest, round your upper back off the floor, flex your feet, and see if you can pull your heels down toward the floor. So you'll, right off the bat, start to feel your hamstrings contract. Reach your arms up, flex your fingers back, and then take your knees out. Maybe tap your knees right to the backs of the upper arms. Take one more breath, pulling those heels down toward the floor. As you come into your next exhale, lower your head back down. Keep your right knee in at your chest. Have happy baby pose here. So your left knee can be bent with your foot on the floor, or go ahead, push those out of my way. Stretch your left leg out straight if you feel comfortable with that. And then start to move your right knee, maybe laterally from one side to the other. You can rotate the hip a little bit, sort of like what you did before. Take another breath here. So just start to stretch the inner thigh on the right side. Now we're going to bring the right knee in, extend your legs straight out with your toes flexed here. So pull your toes up, bring your arms up, make fists with your hands. Pull your upper arm bones toward the floor so you feel your upper back almost arch a little bit. Dig your heels down. As you exhale, see if you can lift your hips maybe 2 inches off the floor as you pull your toes back. So you're in a very, very, very shallow back bend here. Feel your hamstrings really contract, your glutes squeeze. One more breath, just trying to warm up the hamstrings a little bit, and then lower your hips. Pull your left knee into your chest. So again, you can bend your right knee and put your foot on the floor, or keep your right leg stretched out straight. Take your half happy baby pose here. Moving in any way that feels comfortable for you. Just to start to stretch the outer hip as well as the inner thigh. Take yourself off center to come all the way back to the center. As you come into your next breath, release. We're going to do that one more time. Flex your toes back. Now internally rotate your thighs. Arms up, hands make fists. Pull your shoulder blades to the floor. Squeeze your bum. Dig your heels down. Lift your hips up. Holding here for 5, 4. Squeeze shoulder blades. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Pull both of your knees into your chest and take full happy baby pose. So soles of feet point up toward the ceiling, maybe rock side to side. Try to keep your low back as close to or on the floor as you can. Another moment here, in and out, breathing in and out. And come back to center, release, out of happy baby pose. One spinal rock takes you all the way up to sit. Transition to all fours. So come onto your hands and your knees, spread your fingers, turn your fingers out a little bit, tuck your toes, inhale, gaze up for cow, exhale, round the spinal out for cat. And again, inhale and exhale. One more of these basic, inhale. Breathe out, exhale. Keep your collarbones wide. Now come back to the center, neutral spine. Point your toes on the floor. So now the tops of your feet are pressed down. On your next inhale, arch your back, come into cow, but lift your heels up off the floor. Try to pull your heels in toward your sit bones as you arch your back. And then as you exhale, press the tops of the feet down, round the spine, lift your knees up. So you're exaggerating that feeling in the core here. Let's go a couple more times, 2 more times. Arch the back, inhale, pull heels to bottom. And then as you exhale, round the back, press the tops of the feet down, push the floor with your hands. One more time, inhale, arch the back, pull the heels in, look up. And then exhale, tops of the feet press down, hover the knees, push the floor away. And then come all the way back to the center. Right leg extended out. Stretch through your right heel, right calf, left arm reaches forward, twist open to the left side. Just go for a good spinal lengthening twist. Circle your left hand back and down and step your right knee in. Other side. Tuck your left toes, stretch back through your left leg. Right arm reaches forward, twist, open up from your collarbone on the right side. Circle your right hand down, step your left knee in. Right leg extends back here. Do a hamstring curl. Pull your heel in to your bottom, micro bend your elbows, and we'll pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend it out. Lengthen through your back body and lower the right leg down. Same thing on the left side. Extend the left leg out. Make sure your hips are square and then do that really strong hamstring curl. Try to pull it in close. Lift here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg extends out. Lower your left knee to the floor, child's pose for about 2 breaths. You can point your toes or flex your toes under, relax your forehead to the floor. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. You're more than welcome to hang out here a bit longer or transition yourself back to downward facing dog. Take a few moments. Pedal out your legs. Feel free to bend your knees a lot. Pike the hips up as much as you can so you get that good hamstring stretch right at the top of the hamstrings. Another moment here. Let your head relax. Arms are strong. We're going to walk the feet up to the top. Get a little heat building flow here. Forward fold as you exhale. Turn your inner thighs in. And as you inhale, rise up to stand. Big full body stretch. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at the hips. Lift and lengthen halfway. Step back to down dog. Bend your knees and take your hips up. So right into a downward facing dog here. Right leg lifts up as you inhale. Now as you exhale, tap your right knee to your right upper arm. So try to bring your shoulders really far forward, flexing at the wrists. Reach the right leg all the way up again. Now come into 3-legged staff pose. So the hips are going to drop here. Legs are straight. Move through chaturanga. Cobra pose. Lift up. Press down through your feet. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up. Now open that hip. Just let the hip fan open there. Drive your left heel down toward the floor. Keep the right knee bent. Circle your right knee in towards your nose and step your right foot up to the top. Left foot comes up. Take a big breath out. Forward fold. Inhale. Lift up. Stretch up. Exhale. Hinge. You can always bend those knees a lot. Lift and lengthen halfway. Plant the palms. Step back. Downward facing dog. One breath in. And one breath out. Take your left leg up as you inhale. Exhale, tap your left knee to your left upper arm. Squeeze in. Left leg lifts up. Come into three-legged staff pose. Strong legs, squeeze your glutes. Chaturanga to the floor. Shoulders back and down. Cobra pose. And back to downward facing dog. Exhale. Left leg lifts up as you breathe in. Now fan the hip open as you exhale. So take it the other way. Open up the front of the left hip. Draw your left knee in toward your nose. And step your left foot up. Right foot comes up. One more time through. Rise up. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Exhale, knee to right upper arm. Extend the right leg up. Shift hips and shoulders forward. Bring weight into your fingertips. Lower down. Pull yourself through cobra or up dog. Back to downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up. Bend your right knee, fan your hip open. Drive your left heel down. Circle your right knee in toward your nose. Look forward, step your right foot up and your left foot forward fold. Rise up, inhaling. Exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Flatten the palms, step back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up. Tap your left knee to your left upper arm. Bring your left leg up. Legs are straight and strong. Three-legged staff pose through to cobra up dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up. Fan that hip open. For another breath, drop the right heel back and down. Circle your left knee in toward your nose. Step your left foot up to the top. Bring your right foot up to the top. Come into ragdoll. So if your blocks are handy, you could put them underneath your hands. You could take opposite elbows. You could even swing the arms out to the sides. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Spiral your inner thighs toward one another as you shake your head out. One more breath. So take this opportunity to stretch the hamstrings. Expand a little bit there through the hamstrings. And release your fingertips down. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Find a low lunge here for just a breath. You can tent your fingers, stretch through your right hip. Spin your right heel down and cartwheel your arms up to second warrior pose. So find warrior two. And take a half bind. Bind your right arm behind your back, flip your left palm, and reverse the warrior. Stretch up and back. Keep the half bind on your right side. Bring your left forearm to your left thigh, and then make your spine long as you tuck your chin under. Really press down into the back of the right foot. Now we're going to stay in the side bend here and come into a version of triangle pose. Start to straighten out through your left leg. See if you can maintain the half bind. Bring the left hand, back of the left hand to the back of the left leg. So we're not going to stay here real long. Try to squeeze, pull the feet toward one another. You might even reach the left arm toward the mat. Find that intensity on the front of the mat. Now bend into your left knee again. Rise up to reverse warrior. Straighten the left leg. Pivot your feet to face the long edge of your mat. Take a side bend here. to get all the way up to center. As you exhale, try to keep that half bind as you lower your left hand to the floor. Tuck your right shoulder back and twist to the back of your mat. Right arm comes up. Big rotation for one more breath. And your twist. Lower your right hand down. You take a momentary forward fold. Let your head relax. You can bend in your knees a little bit. And then walk your hands around to the front of your mat. Come into plank pose. Plank. Now your knees can come down to modify this. Otherwise, push the floor away, grip the mat with your fingers, and then I want you to shift forward and back a couple times. So you're trying to bring your shoulders almost past your wrist, slightly past them. Get some weight in your fingertips. Come forward as you inhale, as you exhale, lower down. Take yourself through and back. Exhale. Step, hop, jump your feet up to the top of the mat. Come back into ragdoll as you exhale. Anything you want to do with your arms, you could even step on your hands if you wanted to get a good counter stretch for the wrists. If you feel like you need to do that and you want that. Release your fingertips to the floor. Let's step the left foot to the back. Low lunge for a breath. Bend into your right knee, tent the fingers. Spin your left heel down, cartwheel your arms up. Get into second warrior pose here, facing left. Bring your left hand behind your back. Flip your right palm up. Reverse warrior here. Stretch back through your right side. Keep lunging into your right knee. And then bring yourself into a version of side angle with that half bind. Forearm to thigh. Drop in a little bit, tuck your chin. Left shoulder back. Now, from here, stay in that side bend. Start to straighten the right leg. Bring the back of your right hand to the inside of the right leg. Push against it. And then keep that left arm in the half bind if you can. Maybe the right arm reaches out here for a breath or two as an option. Soften the right knee a little bit. Start to bend your right knee now. Reverse the warrior. So come out of that in reverse. Straighten the right leg. Pivot your feet to the long edge of your mat. Take a side bend here. So push down into your feet. Lateral bend with the half bind. Come up. Start to forward fold, right? So left shoulder stays back as you reach, reach, reach. Bring your right hand down to the floor. Twist, open to the back of your space. You can take your left arm up now. Big rotation. And then lower your left hand down. Walk around, take a forward fold before we do that. Just relax. Drop your head, bend your knees. Let your neck relax for another breath. And now we'll lift up and walk yourself around to the front. Come into downward facing dog this time. So come into your dog pose. We're going to step the feet forward and back to take a half crow preparation on each side. Big breath in, inhale. Exhale, tap your right knee to your right upper arm and try to get your weight in your fingertips. Really lean your chest forward. Take it back. And then on the left side, big breath out, round your back. Look a little bit forward and lean your way. So think about leaning into the hands. We're going to do it one more time each side. Pick up the right foot. Really get it up. Pull your heel in toward your sit bone. And back again. And then the left side. Grip the mat with your hands and try to get your weight forward. So that might be your work today, just getting comfortable with strengthening your wrists and your forearms. Now bring your knees down to the floor for a moment. Child's pose. We're going to try crow pose now that we're warmed up. Okay, so I'm going to invite you. We're going to do it 3 times, and I'm going to invite you to try what I call cross-legged crow, which I think can work really nicely to help you get into the arm balance. So basically what this is You'll stand with one leg crossed in front of the other one, and you're going to try to lift up, the heels up off the floor, turn the knees outward, and you're going to bend, right? So this is how you get into it. It looks a little bit awkward at first. You can also bring blocks underneath your hands if you want to elevate your hands here. So I'll show you what it looks like. You're going to we'll cross the right leg in front of the left. Little releve, right? So that alone is a challenge to get the heels off the floor. Maybe you bring your hands to your hips. Now to get into this, you're going to start to bend the knees out to the sides. And as you are doing that, you're pressing your legs. Your right leg is pressing against the shin of your left leg. And you'll bring your hands down to the block. So notice my heels are turned out. I'm in a turnout position. Bend your elbows and then try to get your knees really high up on your upper arms. And then maybe looking forward, you pick up, right? So one leg is crossed and you can press the legs together, pull the heels in. And then you lower down. Maybe straighten the legs, take a little forward fold. Okay, that may have been a lot. Maybe it feels like it's complicating things, or maybe you like it because you can feel where your legs actually are because they're pressed against one another. So let's try it. Even if you're just doing the leg cross, trying to get into the forward fold, try it on the other side. Cross your left leg in front of your right. Stand tall. See if you can lift the heels. So this is a good standing balance practice work anyway. Press the legs together. Turn the heels away. Hips are in external rotation. Now start to bend your knees. And as you do that, take your knees wide. Bring your hands back, maybe to the blocks or to the floor. And then just drop your chest. Keep widening the knees. Drop your chest down. And then get your knees really up high, almost into your armpits. And then you can stay here. You can grip the blocks or the floor. Try to lean your chest forward. Look forward. And then maybe, your feet come up off the floor. Right, you can try it for a breath or two. Drop the heels. We're going to uncross the legs. Take a forward fold. If you have blocks, you can flip them up to their highest height and just draw the heels down. If you don't have blocks, you can bring your hands to your shins. Okay, that was a lot. That might conclude your crow pose practice. If you want to take one more without crossing the legs, I want you to drop down low. So bring your knees out to the sides. Turn your toes out. I'm going to do this one without blocks under my hands, but you can keep them if you want. This one, you're going to think about kind of starting really low. So get your back rounded, your chest low, so that you can drop your chest down and pull these arms right in toward your shins and your knees. And then I want you to squeeze in, right? So if that's where you're stopping today, I just want you to feel the energy of squeezing in against the arms. Now, if you're lifting, grip the mat with your hands. And I want you to think of going low to high as you pull the heels in toward the sitting bones, right? So you're going to be here, squeezing in, lift your heels up off the floor. And then as you lift up, go low to high, pull your heels in, maybe straighten the arms, and lower down into a good forward fold with your feet a little wider than your hips. Relax, circle out your wrists. That's definitely a lot for the wrists. Flick the fingers. Did a lot of hip flexion there, so we're going to balance this with some hip extension to close out. Walk your feet to the middle of your mat. Come take a seat and then lower down on your back. We'll set up for a very nice balanced bridge pose. So you could do a restorative bridge with a block underneath you, or work without a block for a more active bridge. Push down into the four corners of your feet. You can walk your shoulders underneath you. Lift your hips up and just go for the opening there. Down the fronts of the hips. Try to balance out all that energy that you just worked. Find a back bend here in the opposite direction. Maybe turn your palms up. Breathing in and out, a couple more breaths, maybe 2 to 3 more full breaths here. Slowly separate your shoulder blades. Lower yourself all the way gently down to the floor. Right knee comes into your chest. Take a figure 4. Turn the right knee out to the right. Pull your left leg off the floor and just come into the shape that feels good. You can rock a little bit side to side. Keep the figure 4 just for a moment. Take your arms out like a T and drop your figure 4 over to the left. Just a very easy twist here for the center of the body. Come back to the center and we'll switch. Left ankle to top of right thigh. Pull the right leg off the floor, rock side to side. Stretch out your lower back and your outer hip. Arms come to a T, gentle twist in your figure 4 over to the right side. Relax your arms, relax your hands. Relax into your breath. Come all the way back. Undo the legs. Here is your time. If you're closing out your physical practice here, if there's anything else you want before Shavasana, go ahead and take the time. Maybe you're ready to stretch out arms and legs. Take a moment to do a full body scan. Check in with any areas that feel like they're holding on to some tension from your movement, and just send your breath there and relax into the breath. So try, if you can, to spend maybe 3 minutes in this relaxed place in Shavasana so that your body can absorb the movement and all of that energy that you brought into it. And I hope that this practice served you well, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. See you soon. Namaste.